third and last speaker is a fitness and lifestyle coach and went to cooking school to help her clients eat healthier. She is very fond of food. As a matter of fact, she is so fond of it that she makes sure she eats it every day. Nice line. Besides, knowing the importance of food, she wants to learn about the importance of these three. Strike that. Besides knowing the importance of food, she wants to learn about the importance.
She wants you to learn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
About the importance of those three little words. Here, with a speech titled Three Little Words, and her seventh speech toward the Advanced Gold Award is the Rona Lewis.
Keep clapping. Everybody up! Stand up! Get excited! Come on, stand up! Stop clapping. Thank you for playing. Please take your seat. If you've ever been to a sales seminar or a self-help event, this may look familiar, and you'll understand exactly what I'm going to tell you. I was invited to a self-help seminar back in 2008 in San Diego. This event was supposed to change my life and make me the best me that I could possibly be, etc., etc. I was invited by my friend Julie Glake, who was very involved with this organization and really thought the guy that headed it was fantastic and had a lot to offer. Since she gifted me the weekend, what the heck, it's San Diego, I figured I would go down. The man who would be speaking, James Arthur Ray. If any of you have seen the movie The Secret, anybody see that? He was featured in The Secret, he's been on Oprah, he has best-selling books, and also, he went to jail for involuntary manslaughter. Because 3 people who went to his week-long sweat lodge event died. Oops. But when I was introduced to him, he was in his heyday. And I gotta tell you, he knew it. I drove down to San Diego. It was held in this magnificent resort and convention center. There were 500 people that were there for this event. Packed house. I go in, I check in, I'm up on the 9th floor. Hung out for a little while until it was time for orientation. I walk out the door, go into the elevator, and immediately I start feeling this. It's not my heart. It's my hand. It's music that I can't hear yet, but I can feel. You ever go into a dance club and the music has so much bass that it's in your chest, it's in your whole body? And this continued to get stronger and stronger as we descended down, and I started to hear the music, and by the time the doors opened and I walked into the lobby, my whole body was throbbing. And I knew exactly where my event was being held. The music was incredibly loud, bright lights were coming through this doorway, and people were streaming like lemmings into the room. I, of course, proceed to join them. I walk in, and there's this giant stage in the middle, about 5 feet high, with 500 chairs exactly in a square. 3 women were on the stage like this. Come on, everybody! Woo! I was gobsmacked. All I was thinking was, please God, don't make me wear white and drink the Kool-Aid. These people were going nuts, and I sat in the chair in the back and just watched. They were anticipating the stage like they were waiting for Bruce Springsteen. And I know, because that's what I do when I wait for Bruce Springsteen. And then, James came out. He had 972 of the pearliest, whitest, sparkliest teeth you have ever seen, and that's saying something. His dark, wavy hair was perfectly coiffed, and he fit into his tight black jeans like they were painted on. Yes? He was scrumptious. And then he started to dance. And let me tell you, he had some moves. And he would dance over to one side, and the crowd would surge in. And he would go to the other side, and the crowd surged in. He controlled that stage like a true rock star. He had gotten them up and excited without saying one word. It was amazing to watch. And he started every morning and afternoon session just like that, so that everybody was up and raring to go for the whole weekend. During the weekend, there was a series of exercises that we had to do, dealing with everything from finances to relationships and self-help, the usual sort of thing. One of the first ones was one that really set the stage for me to observe everyone for the rest of the weekend. We had to break boards. Has anyone ever broken a board? It's not easy. James, among other things, is a black belt in karate. We all got 18-inch boards that were about an inch thick. And I actually looked for it. I think I threw it out, so sorry. On one side, we were to write whatever it is we felt was holding us back from success. And on the other, our ultimate goal or dream. Basically, the premise is, once you go through it, you will have broken through the barrier to your success. Pretty clever, actually, yeah? I'm hoping that I'm one of the last ones to go, but of course, I'm one of the first ones. And he had stayed on stage for a couple of moments and kind of taught us what to do. You use the outside of your hand, and you breathe, and make sure that you follow through. I don't know anything about karate. As athletic as I am, I kind of muscle everything, so I was a little bit nervous. He had 8 assistants, all holding the boards, obviously to make sure that the grain was going the right way, because I think it would hurt a lot if it wasn't. I'm one of the first ones picked. Yippee skippy. And I'm up there thinking, okay, don't muscle it, channel your inner Bruce Lee, follow through, breathe. Bam! Yes! Like butter. It was easy. I congratulated myself, took the halves, thanked the assistants, and just moved to the side so the next person can go. And it was interesting because I got to observe just about everybody else who went. And virtually everyone, after they broke their boards, immediately either looked for James or looked around to see who was watching. And then it hit me. They were all looking for outside approval instead of inside approval. I have a provocative question. Do you think if the 3 people who died at James's event didn't care so much about what he thought of them, that they might have gone out for water or to cool off? But they didn't. They were so concerned about getting his approval that they stayed in because of him. And that was their demise. And I don't know about you, that scares the hell out of me. So I want each of you to repeat after me. I don't care. Repeat after me, ready?
I don't care.
Again.
I don't care.
Once more with conviction.
I don't care.
I felt kind of good. Now I could go into hyperbole and say that these 3 little words are going to bring you fortune and fame and the boy or girl of your dreams, but I'd be lying. What these 3 little words will do is change how you view the world, because you're going to view it as someone who won't be swayed by what someone else thinks. How often do we not do things because we care about what other people think? And I don't want you to become a total jerk and just not care about anything. I don't want you to disrespect your boss or ignore your children. What I do want you to do, bless you, is stop trying not to do things because of what other people think. How often have you not done something out of fear or risk? I see us as having what I call a circle of sameness. It's our comfort zone. It's about 4 feet around us, and it's comfortable, and we know what it is, and we can go through our day practically by rote. No one's going to make fun of us if we don't stand out, because no one will notice us at all. What kind of fun is that? Fashion designers totally ignore their circle of sameness. They have to. Do you ever watch Project Runway? Very often they'll say, we want you to design fashion, not clothes. How risky is it to show high-waisted palazzo pants, guys, that's a real wide leg pants, when low-rise skinny jeans are in style? It's being fashion forward. Halloween. Who loves Halloween? I love Halloween. I love getting dressed up. I love going to parties. You ever gone to a party where 1 or 2 people just won't dress up because they're afraid they're going to look stupid? Okay, hey, they already do because they haven't dressed up, and they didn't get the fun of the holiday. Business meetings. Business meetings are a hotbed of fear and risk. I'm sure you know that. You have a lot of meetings. Brainstorming meetings. You're in a creative business. Anybody go to brainstorming meetings? How often have you not given an idea because you're afraid that people are going to judge you, or because you think it doesn't have merit? How do you know? You could have the idea of the century, and it'll never get out there. Who cares? Just give it. Although, I have to say, I had a fear and risk moment, I guess about 2 months ago. My friend Paola Palazzo, who was actually here for the open house, is VP for a company called Brooklyn Sports and Entertainment. This is a very large company based out of New York, and they have 2 large arenas, much like the Staples Center. They have sporting events and concerts there. They also own a couple of professional sports teams. She had to go back to New York for a big meeting. While she was there, she happened to be chatting with the VP of HR, a woman named Joyce, who happened to be in charge of corporate wellness. And she was telling Paola that she really wasn't excited about what they were doing, and what they were doing really didn't work. Paola got really excited and said, "You need to meet Rona." And she even had one of my business cards. Joyce, right then and there, went on her computer, looked at the website and said, "Oh my God, this is exactly what we're looking for. I'm going to get in touch with her." That night, Paola calls me and tells me this, and this is me on the other end of the phone. I started spinning and thinking, holy crap, this is a giant company. There are over 1,000 people at this company. It's 3,000 miles away. How am I going to do this? What happens if they don't like my ideas? I don't know if I can get enough people. And it went on for about 30, 40 seconds. I literally had to take a step back and say, wait a minute. This is my company. I developed the programs. They're going to love me. I'm me, for crying out loud. And I changed the fear to excitement. It's not so hard to do. Why do we care so much about what other people think? We want to be accepted. We want to be loved. We want to fit in. But when you allow yourself not to care about what other people think, that's when you become the cool kid on the block. That's when you become the idea person. When you allow yourself to think and do things in a unique manner, that's when you're going to stand out. It might be an outfit that no one else would dare to wear, or perhaps a fun and funky haircut that really shows your true personality. Like this one. Or you may have an idea that could be the idea of the century that's totally outside of the box, that you go straight to the board to share. So I want you all not to care. Don't care about fitting in. Don't care about being one of the pack. And most importantly, don't care what other people think. Don't care about the outside influences. Care about the inside. Say it with me one more time. Ready?
I don't